So for my week 2 assignment, I chose to show you guys how to export a SVG, and I'm going to compare it against a GIF and a JPEG and a PNG. So SVG, basically it's scalable vector graphics. It is a language for describing two-dimensional vector graphics according to the W3C. Basically, it is used to define vector-based graphics. SVG defines the graphics in XML format. So because it uses XML to define the paths, that's what makes it scalable. This also keeps the file size down when compared to PNG or JPEGs. And although a GIF's file size may be comparable, the end result is not. So first I'm going to export to SVG here. So I'm going to go ahead and demo that. Go ahead and save as. This is something that used to be in the save for web feature, but was taken off on CS6, I believe. CS 5.5, I believe it was there. So we have to go up to File and Save As. Now in there, I've obviously already done this, but in your formats, you can go ahead and instead of an AI file, you can save it as an SVG. PDF almost does the same thing where it's a vector graphic. But we're gonna stick with SVG for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. This is what I'm saving it under. You can go ahead and save it as. I'm gonna replace it just for now. So the profile, this right here is the W3C recommended. There are different options, but I would stick with the 1.1. So convert to outlines is what I have it set to. Adobe CEF. Now that for your fonts, you need a plugin to run for that. So you need the SVG Viewer plugin. For the most part, you shouldn't use it for the web. SVG, that embeds the file, but it's not supported by Firefox. So convert to outlines seems like the most logical choice. You can also embed the code if you have images. You can embed it or provide an external link right to it. Also preserve Illustrator editing capabilities. So this just means when you go back in, you'll have all your layers still in there. So sorry, I can't go there right now, but this will actually bring you up to the browser to let you see what it looks like. So let's go. I think it might be this one. Right. So you can go right into the browser, and this is shows you what that XML will look like right in the browser. So. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this since I've already done this. Well, we'll just leave it there. It's not going to change anything. Alright, so I've created a little website here to kind of demo what the differences are. So the first one here is a GIF. The second one is a JPEG, then a PNG, and then the SVG. So basically they all look pretty identical right now, being brought in at 640 by 480. Now, when you can actually tell the difference, the first thing I'm going to do is add some styling to the actual HTML. And this is going to knock a couple of them out right away. So style equals, let's just add a background. And let's just make it green. Oops. Okay, so right away, the GIF, you can tell it is transparent. But it washes out. It just looks horrible. It can't handle the green background, and it's just not a smooth transition. The JPEG cannot save as transparency, so it fails and just does the background in white. Now the PNG, yes, it looks great with the transparency, and the SVG looks pretty good right now. But what we're going to do is actually bring it out into the browser here and refresh this page. And I'm going to show you quickly what it's going to look like if someone were to zoom or you were to make it larger. And this is pretty quickly going to show you the power of SVG. So you already see it blurring out. So let's go even farther. So obviously these two are failing, and you can see all the pixelated stuff here, and even with the JPEG and the PNG, you can see it there. And then look how crisp and clean the SVG looks. So it's scalable vector graphics. So that's pretty much the comparison of the two. Obviously, it can go either way. It can go bigger, smaller, but the SVG is obviously the way to go.